I've spoken a lot about common people and relief seeking in the Remind videos I've been making this year. Look, I don't talk about common people just to talk about common people. The reason I talk so often about common people is because many folks just don't understand how dangerous common people can become under the right circumstances. Look, you have common people who have empathy. You have common people who are in charity. You have common people who contribute to the community, who raise children, who run homeless shelters. So I'm not saying common people are pure evil. I'm not demonizing common people. I'm just making plain the attitude in general of common people is quite dangerous. Their attitude is dangerous. Their attitude of relief seeking, that's the thing that's dangerous. And because of that, they, under the right circumstances, become dangerous unto you. Now you can and you should be around common people because you're in the world. You have your job, you go to the supermarket, you drive on the road, you have relatives or you have friends. So you can't avoid common people. I'm not telling you to do that. Absolutely not. We are realistic here. And because we're realistic, we need to know what we're dealing with. That's why I told you before, stop demonizing and objectifying the elites. Common people, when they are triggered under the right circumstances, they are far, far more dangerous than the pagan rulers of this world. Common people, in general, are far more risky than inaugurated witches and warlocks. By the way, not all pagans are inaugurated, but who often we think it's the inaugurated pagans that we need to look out for. Well, there are inaugurated pagans indeed that are quite dangerous, but common people in general, especially groups, are far more dangerous than inaugurated witches and wizards. Because, just think about it. How many people go missing every day? I told you before, kidnappings are rituals. 95% of the time, rituals conducted by the pagan rules of this world. But just think about it. The amount of people being kidnapped, the amount of people that go missing on a daily basis. You mean to tell me nobody noticed anything? Let me tell you, in many cases, people indeed didn't notice anything because they're so distracted by the relief. And their distracted attitude enables predators. Or they do know stuff, but they want to be left alone. And their selfish comfort is far more important to them than the safety of their communities. Look, the reason I'm repeating this to you is that you will understand that operating in your energetic abilities as a human being is not the answer when it comes to common people. When it comes to common people, you need to know what you're dealing with and how to relate to them in a wise manner. Because when you operate in your energetic abilities, common people in general either become like parasites onto you, that they can feed off your strength till there's something left of you, or they'll project their fright onto you, and as a consequence will take action against you. Seldom will you find a commoner or a common individual that will relate to you in a healthy manner when you operate in your energetic abilities. Because common people in general are control freaks. They're toxic control freaks. Have you ever walked by someone who never said hi to you? And you said hi, not because you had an interest in the individual, just because you say hi, you say hello to everyone, because it's polite, it's what people do. And then the individual was frightened of you saying hi to him. And the individual may ask you, why did you say hi? Is there a problem? Did you pick up a gun and point it at them? Was there any danger on your part? No. In this case, that individual is a control freak and who wants to control how people behave towards him or her. And because you were not controlled by him or her, they are frightened. And now they want to transfer that fright onto you. You have such people. Now I don't go out and say hello, good morning, good evening to absolutely everyone. I check how someone's spiritual condition is. Because even the right things, greeting people, can be used as an attack on can be used as an excuse to attack you by control freaks. And common people in general are toxic control freaks. They are. And when you don't allow them to control you with their suggested witchcraft or with their mood swings or with their negative wills, man, it is as if you're dealing with raging monsters. Now, I'm not here to demonize common people, just point out their attitude of relief seeking is quite dangerous because that attitude of relief seeking enables demons to use them. So unclean spirits can use them. Sometimes a commoner may say something very painful to you and he or she doesn't even remember what he said. A demon literally took over their bodies and spoke through them. Such things happen, but the commoner doesn't even notice it, neither does he care. Even if the commoner later finds out he said something that really didn't end up, he or she should realize something's wrong and they should look for help. But common people in general don't want it. They'll blame it on you. They'll come with some excuse why they said it or why they felt it way. I'm telling you as it is. Common people in general are toxic control freaks. That is how they feel secure. That is how they feel at ease. And when you are in agreement with Christ, you're far from being a control freak. You operate in real freedom, you operate in abundance. Control has to do with scarcity. So, think about it this way. If you have abundance and everyone around you has scarcity, what do you think those with scarcity are going to do with you who has abundance? They're going to take the abundance from you. They're going to devour you. They may not devour you on purpose, but that's what they will do. They will exploit you and devour you. And if you don't allow them to devour you, they'll bite you, they'll attack you. I'm not telling you to become cynical and expect the worst from other people. I'm just pointing out to you that common people have a dangerous attitude, an attitude of relief seeking. Now there is a variation between them, that's true, but overall they seek relief at all costs. So can you rely on the long term on such people? No, you can't. Yet many keep doing it, and they keep getting disappointed over and over again. And then I ask myself, hold on a minute, don't you guys learn? Or better said, if you say you agree with Christ, why don't you agree with him? Where will you find Christ getting along in the long term with common people? Where do you find Christ promoting and fellowship with common people? You never find it in the New Testament. You never find it. That false Christ that pagan Christianity is preaching is Antichrist. Antichrist gets along easily with common people because Antichrist is all about their selfish comforts. That's why pagan Christianity is even popular amongst those that oppose it. Normally, when you oppose something, it is because you want nothing to do with it. But pagan Christianity is even popular amongst many that oppose it. Why is that? It's because pagan Christianity feeds their narcissistic tendencies. Pagan Christianity gives them, let me say, a carte blanche to remain in the negative. That's why. Look, walk in love towards everyone, but you can't walk in love with everyone. Remember this. Be at peace.